You're my global heart. Oh, oh, you're my global heart. Oh. The quiet of the night begins to glow again. A signal in the dark reminding me of when your rhythm found my heartbeat, pulled it into yours. Like two distant cities, opening hidden doors. I trace the little moments living in my phone. A laugh you left behind that warms me when I'm alone. The memory of your voice still circles in my mind. A melody that follows me no matter what I find. Even when the world feels quiet and white, I hear your pulse aligning right beside mine. Every drifting second tries to pull me down, but your echo rises up and turns it all around. You're my global heartbeat, shining through the night. Across every border, you pull me into the light. Every steady rhythm brings me back to you. Even through the distance, our signal follows through. You're the spark that wakes me when the days feel cold. A fire in the quiet that never grows No noise can dim the frequency you send. No space can stretch the ties we never end. If love is made of waves that move unseen, we're two matching patterns in the same bright stream. You're my global heartbeat, moving in my chest. Across every skyline, your rhythm fits the best. Every rising tempo leads me straight to you. Even in the silence, the sound of love breaks through. My global heartbeat, heartbeat, heartbeat. You're my global heartbeat, heartbeat, heartbeat. You're my global heartbeat, heartbeat. You're my global heartbeat, heartbeat, heartbeat. You're my global heartbeat, heartbeat, heartbeat. Oh, my global heartbeat. And midnight paints the pavement in a silver shade. I hear your voice returning in the echoes I made. A memory unfolding where the streetlights bend. A rhythm from a moment I never meant to end. Your name on my screen starts beating like a drum. A pulse in the silence asking me to come. Every little whisper lingers in the air like a soft hidden signal saying you're still there. I try to walk away, but the past won't fade. Your echo in the dark keeps pulling me your way. Every quiet second stirs the fire inside. A spark I can't contain no matter how I try. You're the echo after midnight, calling from afar. A shadow in my heartbeat, chasing down the stars. Even when I try to lose the sound of you, every fading rhythm pulls me back into the echo after midnight. Haunted but true. If silence had a color, it would hold your name. If distance had a rhythm, it would be the same. We're tied inside a moment, neither of us planned. A whisper in the night, I still don't understand. You're the echo after midnight, written in my my chest. A restless little signal that never takes a rest. Even when I breathe you out, the sound breaks through. Every beat of darkness leads me back to you. The echo after midnight, forever coming true. Neon wave carrier. Oh, the colors of the night spill across the ground. 1,000 neon pulses rising without sound. Your silhouette appears in every glowing line. A signal in the darkness pulling into mine. The city breathes in rhythm with the lights above. A current in the air that feels a lot like love. Every flashing moment bends and turns our way. A quiet little promise we never meant to say. Even when the noise grows heavy on my mind, you spark us through the static every time. I follow every shimmer just to find your face. A path of shifting colors guiding me through space. Neon waves carry us farther than we know, rising like a rhythm underneath the glow. Even when the night feels too bright to see, your light moves gently through the heart of me. Neon waves carry us, drifting slow and free. Dark, we'll find another spark. A single ribbon of light unravel in the dark. Wherever you are shining, that's the place I'll be. Riding through the current of electric sea. Neon waves carry us, pulling through the night, lifting every shadow, turning fear to light. Every shifting color moves me back to you. Even in the silence, your neon breaks through. Neon waves carry us, glowing strong and true. There's a quiet glow that lingers when the night unfolds. A soft and fading shimmer in the spaces we once held. Your shadow moves beside me like a gentle spark. A light that never leaves, even in the darkest part. I trace the outline of the moments we let slip away. Still your rhythm follows every step I take today. The places where we stood still whisper in the air. A memory's reflection telling me you're there. Even when the silence tries to drown our name, your pulse shines through the cracks and glows the same. Every breath I take reminds me we're not through. A shadow light between us, still burning true. There's a shadow light between us, glowing soft and slow. A flicker in the darkness, only we both know. Even when we drift like stars too far apart, your light keeps echoing inside my restless heart. A shadow light between us, refusing to depart. If distance builds a wall, your glow will still break through. It bends around the edges, reaching out to me from you. No matter where we're standing, truth remains inside. There's always something pulling us back into the light. There's a shadow light between us, shining through the night. A fragile little fire fighting back the fading light. Even when the world grows heavy on my chest, your glow returns again, stronger than the rest. A shadow light between us, where our hearts connect best. The daylight fades to embers on the city's edge. A quiet blaze of color burning through the ledge. Your name arrives like smoke, rising in the air. A spark beneath the twilight, saying you are there. I feel the world grow heavy as the shadows climb, but your rhythm breaks the silence, holding back the time. A flicker in the darkness, drifting close to mine. A line of warmth and wonder, cutting through the night. Even when the darkness tries to swallow light, your pulse ignites a signal shining through the night. Every silent second tries to pull us down, but your fire rises up and turns the shadows around. You're the fire in the falling sky, burning through the blue. A sudden burst of color that pulls me into you. Even when the world collapses into night, your flame keeps rising wild and bright. You're the fire in the falling sky, my endless light. If the stars all break and scatter through the air, your glow would still be strong enough to guide me there. No matter where we drift, no matter what we lose, your flame remains the spark that I will always choose. You're the fire in the falling sky, brighter than before. A burst of glowing promise I keep waiting for. Even when the dust tries pulling me apart, your blaze keeps beating in the center of my heart. You're the fire in the falling sky, my fearless star. The morning breaks in pieces, falling out of you. A haze of silver light still holding on to you. I chase the fading traces drifting in the air. Your voice among the colors saying you were there. The city hums around me in a restless tune, but all I hear is footsteps running back to you. Your shadow moves like water through the crowded street, a rhythm in the chaos pulling at my feet. Even when the world feels heavy on my chest, your echo lifts the weight that I couldn't express. Every quiet moment tries to dim your name, but your pulse keeps rising, burning through the rain. I've been running through the blue, searching for your light, through every shade of morning, turning into night. Even when the world turns cold and I knew some part of me keeps breaking just to run to you. I've been running through the blue, chasing something true. Distance drew a line between our separate skies, your glow would still be strong enough to neutralize. No matter how the color shifts from gray to white, I'll keep running forward till I find your light. I've been running through the blue, moving where you shine, across the shifting daylight, pushing back the time. Even when I lose the path I thought I knew, the rhythm of your heartbeat pulls me into you. I've been running through the blue, finding you anew. I've been running through the blue, finding you anew. The quiet of the room is trembling in your name. A whisper in the doorway flickers like a flame. Your shadow on the wall starts reaching out to mine. A memory unfolding, caught between the lines. Your footsteps linger softly in the morning air, a trace of something warm that tells me you were there. I try to move without you, but the world feels thin. Every empty moment pulls me back again. Even when the night grows heavy on my chest, your echo breaks the silence I could never confess. Every fading second tries to drift away, but I keep holding on before the echo fades. Before the echo fades, I hear you calling through, a trembling little rhythm, beating close to truth. Even when the distance starts pulling us apart, your voice keeps circling inside my quiet heart. Before the echo fades, I run back to the start. If time could freeze a moment, I'd stay right where you are. A spark inside the darkness, a never-dimming star. And even if the silence tries to steal your name, your echo in my memory stay the same. Before the echo fades, I feel you drawing near. A fragile little signal that only I can hear. Even when the world grows louder every day, your heartbeat rises up and chases fear away. Before the echo fades, I won't let go this way. I won't let go this way. Where the night remembers us, there's a quiet place the daylight never knows. A corner of the city where the soft wind blows. I walk into the shadows and I hear your name, a distant little echo shining like a flame. Your memory drifts around me in the cooling air, a trace of something gentle telling me you're there. The moments that we lost still circle in their glow, a rhythm in the silence only we could know. Even when the world feels heavier than before, your whisper finds a doorway, opening a door. Every fading second softens into dust, but something in the dark still holds the both of us. Where the night remembers us, I feel you coming near, a fragile spark of promise only we can hear. Even when the streets grow empty in the rain, your glow keeps reaching through the quiet once again. Where the night remembers us, nothing feels the same. If time forgets our names, the shadows never will. They keep the warming echo waiting soft and still. No matter where we wander or how far we fall, the night recalls the truth that we once had it all. Where the night remembers us, I hear your voice return, a faded light within me starting up to burn. Even when the darkness tries to hide your trace, your rhythm finds its way to my familiar place. Where the night remembers us, I still see your face. The silence wraps the room in shades of silver blue. I feel a hidden fire waking up to you. Your shadow on the wall begins to glow and shift, a spark inside the stillness rising like a gift. The night becomes a pulse I feel beneath my skin, a rhythm born from moments we could not begin. Your voice becomes a whisper running down my spine, You'd see the way your warmth keeps pulling me upright. And even if the silence swallows up the day, your flame survives the dark in its own fierce way. You're burning through the quiet, tearing through the air. You're burning through the quiet, tearing through the air. A blaze that keeps returning, even when you're not there. Even when the echoes try to fall apart, your fire runs steady through the center of my heart. You're burning through the quiet, lighting up the dark. Starlight falling back to me. A quiet shimmer drifts across the open sky. I watch the fading embers slowly passing by. Your memory glows softly in the midnight air, a trace of something warm, reminding me you're there. I walk beneath the stars and feel them start to bend, as if the night remembers everywhere we've been. Each distant little spark begins to fall in line, a constellation forming from the shape of your design. Even when the darkness tries to hide your light, I feel your glow returning, rising through the night. Every quiet second stirs a fire inside, pulling all the pieces back to where they once aligned. It's starlight falling back to me, drifting through the blue, a fragile cosmic rhythm, shining shades of you. Even when the world grows heavy on my chest, your light breaks through the shadows, brighter than the rest. Starlight falling back to me, bringing back our best. Gravity could speak, it'll whisper where you are, between the fading echoes of a long lost star. No matter how far out into the dark we stray, your light finds its direction and returns my way. It's starlight falling back to me, glowing in the air, a quiet cosmic blessing telling me you're there. Even when the sky looks darker than before, your spark begins to rise and open up the door. Oh, starlight falling back to me, shining evermore. Whoa, hold the door with me. Hold the door with me. The night is slowly fading into shades of gold. A whisper of the sunrise reaches through the cold. Your shadow moves beside me in the breaking light. A fragile little promise drifting into sight. The world begins to open with a gentle glow. A warming kind of rhythm only we could know. Your name becomes the daylight blooming in my chest. A rising quiet comfort, brighter than the rest. Even when the darkness tries to pull us down, your glow returns in pieces, turning it around. Every hidden moment rises up like flame, showing me the dawn will always call your name. Hold the dawn with me. Don't let it slip the dawn with me. Don't let it slip me. Don't let it hold the dawn with me. Don't let it slip me. Don't let it slip. Don't let it slip me. If time could hold us gently in its open hand, we'd paint the morning sky the way we always planned. No matter how the shadows try to intervene, the dawn will find its way back to where we've been. Hold the dawn with me. Feel the morning start, a quiet burst of hope unfolding in your heart. Even when the dark tries stealing what we've grown, the light we built together always leads us home. Don't let us stop me. Don't let us hold the dawn with me. Don't let us stop me. Don't let us we're never alone. Don't let us stop me. Don't let us stop me. Hold the dawn with me. Hold the dawn with me. The quiet of the morning feels a little cold, a shadow of a story we never really told. Your voice is in the spaces where the light comes through, a memory unfolding in a softer shade of blue. I walk familiar places, but they're not the same. Each echo in the distance softly speaks your name. The moments we avoided linger in the air, a thousand little questions hanging everywhere. Even when I try to leave it all behind, your rhythm pulls the truth back into my mind. Every hidden silence finds a way to speak, a whisper of the meaning we were scared to keep. These are the lines we never said, floating in between the unspoken colors of the days we've never seen. Even when the world moved faster than we planned, our hearts kept writing stories in the shifting sand. Lines we never said, still trying to understand. Still trying to understand. If time could bend the shadows of the things we missed, we'd pour the lost emotions into one long kiss. But even though the moment felt too far to grasp, the truth still holds our names inside its gentle clasp. These are the lines we never said, echoing tonight. somehow I remain unseen. Shadows slipping quietly between the silver beams. Your memory drifts softly through the open door, a faded echo trembling like it's been here before. The daylight moves around me, but it feels so far. The warmth I used to know now, fading like a star. Your voice becomes a whisper buried in the haze, a ghost within the colors of the lost and distant days. Even when the brightness tries to pull me through, my thoughts return to spaces colored once by you. Every passing moment tries to clear my frame, but I still feel you near when the light forgets my name. When the light forgets my name, you're the one who sees a truth within the shadows, brushing at my knees. Even when the world grows heavy, heavy in its glow, you recognize the pieces only you could know. When the light forgets my name, you never let me go. If every fading moment could reveal its core, it'd show the way your heartbeat guided me before. And even if the dawn tries pushing me aside, your memory returns like a never-ending time. When the light forgets my name, you call me back again. A compass in the silence, steady as the wind. And even when I'm lost beneath the brightest day, your voice becomes the glow that leads me on my way. When the light forgets my name, you help me find my place. The night spills open softly like a painted scene. Your shadow blends with colors I have never seen. A gentle pulse of violet rising through the air, a shade that pulls me closer, telling me you're there. Your voice becomes a river running through my mind, a current made of memories we left behind. Every fading reason drifts into the blue, and I am losing gravity in every thought of you. Even when the distance tries to wash me clean, your echo stains the silence with a different sheen. Every breath I'm taking blurs the world in two, till everything is shifting into shades of you. I'm drowning in the color of you, falling through the light, a quiet swirling moment bleeding into night. Even when I try to break the truth into you, only forming when I'm pulled to you. And even if the morning tries to dry the shade, the color of your memory never seems to fade. I'm drowning in the color of you, deeper than before. A flood of quiet longing drifting to the shore. Even when the day replaces midnight blue, the world still turns to color when it turns to you. I'm drowning in the color, forever in you. The night is made of fragments we never said aloud. Little burning pieces drifting through the clouds. Your shadow moves beside me in the fading glow. A quiet spark of memory only we could know. I search the empty spaces where our voices live, the echoes of forgiveness we forgot to give. Every hidden moment rises through the dust, a fragile truth reminding me of what we lost in us. Even when the silence tries to bury all we made, your echo pulls me backward through the mess we laid. Every fading ember of the time we crossed glows again inside the ashes of the words we lost. In the ashes of the words we lost, I feel your fire, a quiet burning longing pulling me up higher. Even when the night collapses into frost, the warmth you left behind refuses to be lost. Ashes of the words we lost, love at any cost. If time could give us moments we never dared to claim, we'd write them in the shadows and breathe them into flame. But even though the chance has scattered in the dust, your fire in the ashes still remembers us. In the ashes of the words we lost, something still survives, a spark within the ruin, keeping hope alive. Even when the dawn reveals how far we crossed, the heartbeat that we shared refuses to be lost. Ashes of the words we lost, still worth the cost. unfolds in colors you unsketched for me. A quiet spark that lingers where your light used to be. I breathe the fading warmth you left along the air. A memory that glows like embers everywhere. Your shadow flickers softly in the distant glow. A rhythm from the past that only we could know. Every step I take still circles where you burn. A map of all the moments waiting to return. Even when the silence tries to dim your flame, your echo breaks the dark and whispers out my name. Every fading ember refuses to retire. I'm living underneath the echo of your fire. Under the echo of your fire, I still feel you breathe. A spark that keeps on burning in the space between. Even when the night grows heavy with desire, your flame keeps rising higher, pulling through the wire. Under the echo of your fire, I never tire. If time could lift the ashes of the things we feared, we trace them into sparks that never disappeared. And even if the darkness tries to draw its line, your fire finds a way to lead me through the night. Under the echo of your fire, calling out to me. A glow that never quiets, burning endlessly. Even when the world grows colder than before, your rhythm lights the shadows on my fractured floor. Under the echo of your fire, forevermore. Forevermore. The city slows to whispers as the dark unfolds. A quiet pulse of silver cutting through the cold. Your memory drifts toward me in the fading glow. A shadow tracing lines only we could know. The air becomes a rhythm echoing in your breath. A song of something fragile that survived the death. Every street I walk still hums your hidden tune. A melody that follows me beneath the moon. calls you the same. If time could carve a path into the silent air, it'd guide me through the shadows straight to where you are. No matter how the echoes try to rearrange, the night restores the pieces, nothing else can Midnight knows my name. Midnight knows my name. Pulling through the dark, a glowing thread of memory, lighting up my heart. Even when the dawn tries wiping out our flame, the night keeps holding tight to everything we became. Midnight knows my name, whispering yours again.
Echoes painted in gold. Echoes painted in gold. The morning drips in color spilling through the glass. A streak of quiet sunlight rising as you pass. Your memory glows softly in the shifting light. A trace of something warm returning from the night. The echoes of your laughter shimmer in the air. A golden thread of moments telling me you're there. Every fading shadow bends into your hue. A palette made of feelings only born from you. Even when the day tries washing out your tone, your echo finds the corners where the truth was sown. Every little tremor breaks the gray and cold, till everything around me turns to painted gold. These echoes painted in gold keep pulling me inside. A warmth that fills the spaces where our fears once hide. Even when the world moves faster than our hope, your voice keeps breaking through in colors bright and bold. Echoes painted in gold, a story still untold. If time could brush the canvas where our shadows lie, it'd paint the moments lost beneath a brighter sky. And even if the colors fade from what we knew, the echoes left behind will always shine like you. Echoes painted in gold. These echoes painted in gold return with every day. A shining thread of memory guiding me your way. Even when the world grows colder than it shows, your warmth keeps rising through the place the sunlight flows. Echoes painted in gold, where our meaning grows. Echoes painted in gold, where our meaning grows. evening folds around me like a gentle tide, a quiet map of memory stretching open wide. Your voice becomes a lantern glowing through the blue, a path inside the silence pointing back to you. The world grows dim with shadows drifting in the rain, but I can hear your laughter rising once again. Each step I take uncovers traces of your light, a hidden constellation guiding through the night. Even when the wind tries pushing me away, your echo draws me closer with the words you'd never say. Every fading moment breaks the dark in two, revealing all the silent roads that lead me back to you. Silent roads back to you. If time could shift the distance resting in our hands, it'd show the hidden places where our story stands. No matter how the silence tries to change the view, the roads beneath the quiet still return to you. Silent roads back to you. The evening folds in quiet like a closing hand, a fragile breath of sunlight slipping off the land. Your shadow leans toward mine as if it wants to stay, but something in the silence pulls you far away. The colors of your heartbeat fade into the dusk, a whisper turning colder than the wind we trust. I watch the glow around you slowly fall apart, a dimming constellation sinking in my heart. Even when I reach for what we used to be, your memory drifts backward like a restless sea. Every fading second softens into lies, and I can feel the moment when the last light leaves your eyes. Love doesn't die.